So someone has put in the chat an Etsy store of theirs that they would like a review for. So this is the store right here. Honestly, I don't hate it too much, okay? So initially we're going to look at the logo and the banner, okay? Logo and banner match. That's a good start, okay? Here, high quality art materials and unique stationery finds. Great. Honestly, that's a good niche. Stationery is actually a very good and profitable niche, okay? It's the first things I'm going to say, okay? So we're going to have a quick look and scroll down at everything. I'm going to quickly look at this. You put production partners on there. Production partners means absolutely nothing to Etsy. They could give less of a fuck. So you can keep this on here, but it doesn't really matter. Our story, that's good, to be honest. It's good, like doing the female business kind of bullshit kind of stuff. I don't know if you're actually a girl or not, but yeah, it's always good to put that shit on Etsy. Very, very liberal people love that kind of bullshit. So let's have a little look at your items. First, I'm going to check is what items you've actually sold. So you sold this leather journal diary, adventure book, couple anniversary kind of stuff. Okay, this is good. I don't hate this stuff. How long has your store been open for? Probably not that long. 7 listings. I'm hoping your store's been open like a week, right? So first things first, we'll look at the listing that's actually doing well, which is this one right here. So thumbnail, okay, you don't really need to have this logo watermark on your store. Not super necessary. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Let's have a little look. So I'd say first image is that. I think that's a pretty good thumbnail. I mean, you got 2 sales already, so I'm not really going to complain and say shit about that. This looks okay, showing the different colors. I mean, I think there is more colors in this. Yes, it'd be better to show all the colors, but maybe it's not possible. You're showing that it's lined, which is good, and then you're just showing the colors. Potentially, I would try and make it a little bit clearer that this is like a password thing. I know it's quite obvious to people, but I would make it a little bit clearer that this is a password and potentially like a feature of it, you know? It's one thing. Maybe if there was a little video, that would be a good thing to add. Maybe not, right? If not, you can just draw an arrow and zoom into it, something like this, you know? I would potentially make it a little bit more obvious, like write some text on here saying it's all lined. It's lined with like the date thing at the top and stuff like that. Maybe it'll make it a little bit clearer, you know? I like that you've put the sizing on here. A lot of people forget about doing this. Sizing is an incredibly important thing, and everyone wants to know how fucking long the thing is, you know? That's quite good. You know, that's good. You put the sizing on there. Okay, so title. To be honest, I think this title's okay. Vintage leather journal diary with lock A5 embossed. I mean, a good way to do this is obviously you just do competitor research. See what other people are searching. Maybe be better to not go down the vintage route then, because a lot of these actually look really vintage. That's the only thing that I would say there is like, you got to kind of know which keyword you're targeting based upon. You know, if you look at vintage leather notebooks, look at this first page right here. I mean, this kind of fits, right? I don't know if it's the most relevant one. That's yours there, right? That's probably because I just searched it in, but I think it works. I wouldn't necessarily have done that one myself, but I think it works. So 200 pages, obviously making it super clear. A5, again, making it super clear what you will receive. Vintage, inspired, keep your thoughts. Password notebook, designed with retro effect. Default password, move left to open the password. Yeah, honestly, I think this is pretty good. Delivery cost of £1 is a little bit, I think that's okay, because you gets it below £20 and you still make a little bit more money. I think that's pretty good, to be honest. One thing I would say is I would do a higher discount than 15%. I would just increase your price and then go back down and then do a discount of 15%. I would also say, so this is the other one that sold as well, right? I like this listing as well. Same kind of thing. I think this store's overall is pretty good. I mean, the one thing I would say is like, I do like these listings, but these don't really match. These 2 listings here, the photo card binder holder and the gel pens, don't really match with the listings that are actually getting sales. So this one right here, our adventure book, super cute little couples anniversary, blah, 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 whatever. This is a good listing, but I'm going to say that like the 3 products that you've sold don't match the other products you got listed, you know? So I would focus more on adding similar things to this, you know, similar things to this right here. Then I would focus on adding like gel pens and shit like that. And I would potentially change the focus on the store as moving away from stationery and focusing more on like journals and diaries and all different types of that, because that's what you've seen success with. So with Etsy, you want to double down and triple down and quadruple down on what is working especially well for you, and you want to do less of what is not working so well. So going forward, like you can still try and do some stationery and some pens, like a little bit of it, just to see if it works. But like in the shorter term, in the next month, I would particularly focus on diaries and like little books with leather fronts and things that are a little bit unique. You know, that's what I would say.